Hi, friends. Welcome. It's June. What? I know, terrifying. Here, I'm going to make this real brief. I know you're like, LaForce, no, you won't. And that's fair. And that means you know me, and I appreciate that. June is joy. That's all we're doing. We've been working so hard, and I feel like this year just kind of came in and just knocked all of us over. It was swift. It was fast. Where it was like, even in the beginning of the year, remember when everything felt so slow, but it felt really heavy. And it was like, we were just kind of like getting to the other side. And then I feel like every month things have kind of energetically have gotten like brighter and brighter and brighter. And with that, we've been doing a lot of work and a lot of integration and it's like, I just want to offer you, like, can you just have a little bit of fun? Have some fun. And that doesn't mean like you have to go on vacation or you have to do this. Like, I know we're all in different places, and I'm sure a lot of you are like, yeah, Joy, Rachel, I'm still working a job I don't like. It doesn't mean that like everything is going to be great. But I also think that is such an important aspect of this, which is, can you find joy in the everyday? I know that you were like, Rachel, I thought you were saying that we weren't going to have to do anything this month. And now you're telling us a lesson, but as prescribed. So that's what I really foresee for this month of June is like, I'm just feeling a lot of joy, a lot of this, like just the physicality of just being open. I think we've just had our heads down. We've been working, we've been thinking, we've been integrating, and it's not doing those things. It's not taking a complete break from the routines and the goals and the momentum. But it's just that slight shift from, you've probably been in this physical state of like, shoulders hunched over and like this, that real like intense discipline doesn't have to be right? There can be joy and brevity and excitement in discipline. And there's also something of like, it kind of relieves, I won't speak for you, but for me, relieves that sense of anxiety. Because it's like, oh, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing a little bit every day. So it's like, I don't have to go back to that seed and be like, is it blooming? Is it blooming? Is it blooming? If I know that I was in service of myself a little bit that day, whether it's career goals, with family, with my body, with my spirituality, whatever it is, if I know that I've tended to it that day, set it and forget it, baby. And there's this sense of freedom that I'm feeling in that I've never felt in my career. And I know you're like, Rachel, you're so young. Thank you so much. As a 37-year-old grown woman that has been in the entertainment business for almost, 15 years now, it's shocking to me where I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the first time that I'm like, I'm not worried. I'm not thinking about what's next. I'm planning for it through my daily action, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not anxious about it. I'm showing up to my life. I'm giving it the best of what I've got every day. And that's it. So then it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like, is this what, am I like enjoying my life right now? Is that like what this is? Oh my God, this is fun. But it's true. I think there's this sense of when, especially once we know, gosh, that's what I'm supposed to do next, or like or when we're supposed to make these big shifts, or when we're trying hard things, which my guess is if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, like you are trying those things that are difficult. So, I shared this, I think, one podcast episode recently where it was like, when I'm in the gym and if I'm trying to do something hard and I'm straining, then I'm just telling myself that it's harder. I'm making it harder. Versus if I can relax into it and be like, this is hard, but I can do it. I'm doing it, right? It's the same thing. So that's that slight shift that I would love and invite you. I invite you to find joy within where you are in your life right now. Whether you're even at that like broken open, like shit is not working, my bumper's taped together. Like if you're in that place, can you find a little joy? You're turning it around. It's like, I would say it's like, they say that tragedy plus time is comedy, right? So I'm sure if you're in that place of the taped bumper right now, it's not hilarious to you, but I promise you it's hilarious, right? So it's like, can you find that sense of joy of knowing like, I'm taking control of my life. This is not forever. I'm going to find a little peace and joy right now. Or if you're like trying new things, like wherever you're at, you're in a new relationship, like wherever it is, you're trying, you're striving, and things are hard because that's what life is. So if we can accept that and submit to that, then the other side of that is enjoyment because you've accepted it. Well, you know what you signed up for, so that's okay. I don't have to like think about it. I was talking about that in my stand-up recently. It was like people love talking about how hard things are. They talk about how hard it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard. And then while they're doing it, they just talk about how hard it is. And then all of a sudden they did it. And now it's a story at dinner parties. And I have to hear you tell me the story about how hard that thing was that you did. We don't ever talk about how easy shit was. We don't ever do that, or just like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that thing. Why not? You're welcome to do that. So that's it. That's what I'm hoping for you for this month of June. Can you find the joy in those small moments? And I think also in doing that, it kind of brings you back to the present moment. That's a thing that we're all working on this year of this is it. It's happening now. And I think allowing those moments of joy. And when I say joy, I don't mean that you're like, I'm happy, or like, oh, woo. But I think joy is in the ritual. Joy is hidden in our everyday. And if you can find those moments, whether, I love making myself like fancy NA cocktails now at night. And that's like something where I'm like, oh, isn't this nice? Little Topo Chico, little kombucha, little bitters. I'm going to like make a little cute garnish, put it in a nice glass. It's like, this is nice. This is nice that I get to do this for myself, right? When I'm nursing my son and I'm like, this is nice. This is a really beautiful thing that I get to experience. Even though I'm sweating, I'm hormonal, I'm tired. It's probably the middle of the night, but it's like, this is nice. This is part of being in the world. So I'm hoping that you can find those slight shifts for yourself this month. This month is all about just, again, that physicality. Our arms are open. We're enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying our life. It's June. It's sunny. It's breezy. It's easy. Let's just enjoy our life and go for it. That's it. That's all she got. I said I was going to keep it brief. It was brief-ish. Friends, I love you so much. Hit those buttons down below. I would love to connect with you. I've got a lot of different offerings going on right now. If this was something that you enjoyed listening to, highly encourage you. I'm enjoying doing my podcast, but I also highly encourage you to download it. Listen to those pods. Have you subscribed to my YouTube yet? What are you doing? I don't have a card pull for you today, but I have been pulling all sorts of different oracle cards and things like that over on YouTube. So check that out. I hope you have a wonderful month. I'm thinking of you. I love you. I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Tune out, tune in. Love you, mean it.